James Turner for the untouchable True School Sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and just give my thoughts on, this fight because it's coming up not too long from now. So say the date, October 18th. Tszyu is back. Tszyu is looking to become a two-time champion, two-time world champion. And this time he's taking on, a bit more of an unknown fighter, a bit more of an unknown quantity in boxing, and that's none other than Bakhram Murtazaliev from Russia. He is the IBF champion. He captured the IBF title earlier this year when he knocked out Jack Kolke. And Jack Kolke, he's been around for a long time. Jack Kolke has always been a tough out for anybody in boxing, and nobody's ever stopped Jack Kolke. Demetrius Andre didn't stop Jack Kolke, Sulecki didn't stop Jack Kolke, and somebody else fought Jack Kolke, and Sergey Derevyanchenko never stopped him either. So the fact that Bakhram Murtazaliev stopped him, it is a statement, so he is to be taken serious. And as far as this fight, we'll start with Murtazaliev because he is the more unknown quantity here, and I feel like we need to talk about him a little bit here. Bakhram is a Chechnyan fighter, much like Beterbiev. Some people, I was watching some of his highlight videos, and some people have went as far as to say that Bakhram is a less fluid, less skilled version of Beterbiev, which I can kind of see. I mean, I don't like comparing fighters to Beterbiev because I think Beterbiev is an anomaly. He's special, but he's like Beterbiev in the sense that he's very heavy-handed. He's Chechnyan. He fights with that sort of aggression and that physicality that Chechnyan fighters are known for. Not just in boxing, but even like in MMA. Fighters that are Chechnyan seem to just have a different level of strength in comparison to a lot of the world, and that's why they're so dangerous. That's why they're so effective in the sports they compete in, and he's no different. Murtazaliev is a guy that has really good timing, very physically strong, but I'll say this: he's someone that I think does have leaky defense. He does keep his head on the center line, and he's definitely going to be susceptible to a counterpuncher because Kolke showed in that fight when they fought that you can counterpunch this guy. His head's going to be there. He believes in his power. He believes in what he's bringing to the table, and he's not really like a defensive guy. So his head's going to be right here. It's not going to be here. It's not going to be here. It's going to be right here. And one thing about Tszyu, one of Tszyu's strongest points, I think, as a fighter is his counterpunching, is his timing, is his aggressive counterpunching. And that's why I think this fight, it hasn't gotten the fanfare. It hasn't gotten the attention that, other fights in this weight class would get because Bakhram is not a big name. He's not a talker. He just became champion in a fight overseas that a lot of us here in the States didn't get a chance to see. So that's why the fight's not getting the hype it probably should get. But this fight, stylistically speaking, I think has the makings for just nothing but fireworks. Murtazaliev is going to come forward. He's going to bring the fight to Tszyu. And because he's going to bring the fight to Tszyu in a fashion where, his head's going to be on the center line, that's going to present Tszyu a lot of counterpunching opportunities, and I think you're going to get a lot of exchanges. And I think I'm favoring Tszyu. I was watching Bakhram, kind of looking to see like maybe if he was some sort of like diamond in the rough, and he can definitely fight. He's high level. He's dangerous. He's definitely someone worth paying attention to, and Tszyu can't overlook him because he will lose his fight if he does that. But I just think with his leaky defense and his lack of defense, Tszyu's going to counterpunch this guy into oblivion, and I would expect a stoppage somewhere between rounds 8 and 10. I think it'll take time to break this guy down, but I think between round 8 and 10, Tszyu gets Murtazaliev out of there. But for as long as it lasts, it's going to be a fun fight. It's going to be a real fun fight. And who knows, man, maybe Bakhram is even better than he's shown so far. In his defense, he hasn't really had a fighter of the caliber of Tszyu to show more. So maybe now that there's going to be more presented to him, maybe he wants to show him more in the process. He is the champion. I want to give him his respect as the champion. But yeah, Tszyu I think should beat him. Tszyu is a better fighter. Tszyu's seen a lot of different styles. This guy is Russian. Tszyu, obviously, while he is Aussie, his daddy is Russian, and so he knows all about the Soviet Russian style. He knows about Russian fighter tendencies about as good as anybody. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. You guys can tell me in the comments. I'm not sure if Tszyu's ever fought a Russian fighter. He hasn't fought a Russian fighter since I've been watching him, because I started following Tszyu around like when he fought Takashi Inoue, or maybe even a little bit before that when he was fighting like Dennis Hogan and things like that. And I can't remember. I can't put to memory a Russian fighter he fought like at a high level. So it'll be a first for him. I think, you know, Tszyu was very unlucky in his last fight against Fundora because of the cuts on his head. I just think that really did him in, and Fundora's volume punching along with the cut made it a hard night at the office. But I think in this fight we get a more pissed off Tszyu, a more focused Tszyu, and he's got a fighter in Murtazaliev who's going to bring the fight to him, but isn't necessarily the most defensively responsible guy himself. He's a fighter that's going to be there on the center line, who's going to you know, definitely try to knock out Tszyu, and Tszyu has to make sure his defense is tight and that he can take the power, because if he can't take the power, it don't matter how much this guy's head's on the center line, he'll get, you know, he'll get a stoppage. So we'll see how it goes, but I really do think this is going to be a war. I think this fight's going to be fireworks. I think people are sleeping on this fight, and I think Tszyu re-announces himself to the 154 division as one of the premier fighters in it, with a devastating knockout in the latter rounds, like in between rounds 8 to 10. We'll say round 9. You know, we'll go on round 9 styles where Tszyu, aggressive counter punching, and active high guard is the difference in this fight for Tszyu, and it'll be as fun for as long as it lasts. So those are my thoughts. I'll definitely be covering it. I'm gonna actually be, I don't know when I'm putting this video out, but I'm going to Tszyu's media workout on Monday here in Vegas at one of the gyms. So I'll have some content there for that, and we'll definitely be getting some thoughts from Tszyu leading into this fight. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you make of Tszyu versus Bakhram Murtazaliev, and what kind of chance do you guys give Bakhram? What could you guys maybe tell me about Bakhram that I may have missed? Is there something that I'm missing about his style that you guys see that maybe I don't? You know, I'm always open to listening to boxing fans and the viewers of True School Sports, because we have very, very intelligent viewers here, and I learn things from boxing just by reading comments. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. I'm at the Boxing Hall of Fame out here in Canterbury, New York. And for more great boxing content just like this video, make sure you click and subscribe right over here.